Hello everyone, I hope you are doing fine. And in this video, we shall have a look on a detailed example of the consolidated balance sheet. Okay, so here we have the holding company that goes by the name H Limited, and the subsidiary company that goes by the name S Limited. Okay. Now, it is given that H Limited holds or owns 80% of Iceland. That means the 50% clause of ownership satisfies, proving that H Limited is the holding. So we have the balance sheet as follows. We have the balance sheet as follows. Balance sheet of H Limited. Particulars as follows. Total assets, total liabilities, equity share capital, reserves and surplus, and investments as limited. Let us just let me just draw this line so that I can find. And in H limited, the amount is going to be rupees 10 lakhs. This is rupees 4 lakhs. Next up, the equity share capital is of rupees 3 lakhs. Reserve and surplus is of rupees 3 lakhs. And the investments in the estimate is these 4 lakhs. And this is pretty much it. regarding the investments. For the balance package. Okay. And similarly, we have the balance sheet of S Limited, which is as follows. Particulars, total assets, total liabilities, equity share capital, and reserves and surplus. Okay. Now this is estimated. Actually, the presentation and the formatting is also equally important because you will not be able to understand if the things are not formatted in a particular manner. So, anyways, the total assets are given as it is 5 lakhs. The total liabilities are given as is 2 lakhs. The equity share capital are given rupees 2 lakhs. And the reserve and surplus are given as it is done. And this is pretty much it based on the results. Okay. Now, after that, we shall have a look on the steps to prepare the consolidated balance. What are the steps to prepare the consolidated balance? So, number one is eliminate investment in subsidiary. How to do that? Investment in S Limited by X Limited is rupees 4 lakhs. Okay. Now, parent share of net assets of S Limited, what is it going to be? 80% of 5 lakhs minus 2 lakhs. Which is equal to rupees 3 lakhs. So, 2 lakhs, 40,000. And the goodwill is rupees 4 lakhs minus rupees 2 lakh 40,000. which makes the goodwill equals is 1,60,000. After that, we need to calculate the minority interest. Now, how to calculate the minority interest? It is the remaining 20% of these 5 lakhs minus of these 2 lakhs. Hence, the minority interest is equals to these 60,000. Okay. And after that, consolidated balance as of March 31st, 2020. First of all, assets. We have the goodwill, which is also an asset, and the goodwill is of rupees 1,60,000, which we have calculated. Then we have assets of H Limited. That is rupees 10 lakhs. And then we have the assets of S Limited. That is rupees 5 lakhs. On consolidation, it can be seen consolidated assets are rupees 16 lakhs 60,000. Okay. Now the liabilities. The liabilities of H Limited was rupees 4 lakhs, and the liabilities of S Limited are rupees 2 lakhs. So consolidated liabilities will be rupees 6 lakhs. Okay. Now let us come to the third element of the balance sheet, and an important one, that is the equity share capital. Now, for equity share capital, we have given that the equity share capital of age limited equals to rupees 3 lakhs. Reserves and surplus of age limited equals to rupees 3 lakhs. Minority interest holds 60,000. Then the parent's share of net assets of S Limited was as follows. The equity share capital of S Limited is 2 lakhs multiplied by 80%, which is equal to 1 lakh 60,000. Reserves and surplus of S Limited that is again is 1 lakh multiplied by the 80% amounts to rupees 80, which makes the total of equity capital as rupees 2 lakhs 29. Now we got to add the parent's equity. What is the parent's equity? That is rupees 6 lakhs plus 2 lakh 49 plus 2 lakh 49. So the amount will be 8 lakhs 40,000. Okay. Hence we have the total equity as this and rupees 8 lakh 40,000 plus 60,000, which is equal to INR 9 lakhs. Okay. So we have the liabilities as well, assets as well, and the equity as well. So in the next line, let us go and make this consolidated balance sheet of H Limited and S Limited as on March 31, 2023. Okay. So particulars and amount. We have the assets first. Assets will include the goodwill and the other assets working with the total assets. The total goodwill amounts to rupees 1,60,000. And the other assets are as rupees 15 lakhs. Okay. Making the total assets as 16 lakh 60,000. Okay. Then comes the liability part. For the liabilities part, we have the liabilities of H Limited and the liabilities of S. Liabilities of H Limited are rupees 4 lakhs and the liabilities of S Limited are rupees 2 lakhs. Making the total liabilities as rupees 6 lakhs. Okay. Then the last part, that is the equity. For the equity part, we have the total equity of rupees 9 lakh, which we calculated. Let us just bifurcate it first. That is the equity share capital of H Limited. 3 lakhs. Reserves and surplus of H Limited. That is also rupees 3 lakhs. Also, we have the minority interest. That is also rupees 60,000. Then we have the parent's share of S Limited. The parent's share of S Limited is 2,40,000. marking the total equity as rupees 9 lakhs. Okay. Then the total liabilities to pay, they are rupees 16 lakhs 60,000. This is the amount which has to be paid. Now, we just have to keep in mind one thing, that while making the consolidation balance sheet, while we are making the consolidated balance sheet, the goodwill calculation, the cost of investment subsidiary, the cost of investment in subsidiary is rupees 4 lakhs, and the parent's share of net assets is rupees 2,40,000. Goodwill is rupees 1,60,000. Now the minority interest calculation. It is the minority interest is rupees 60,000. And lastly, the intercompany transactions. The intercompany transactions. What are these? All the intercompany transactions and balance sheet of the balances have been eliminated in consolidation. And this is how we make the consolidated balance sheet if we have only one subsidiary. I hope you have understood the topic. Thank you guys so much, and I wish to see you in my next one.